Are you looking for a game where you get screwed over time and time again? Would you be willing to kill a man over a floppy disk? Have you wanted to know how it feels to be a paraplegic old lady with a gun? Then you will love Rosa. The game where your greatest threat isn't the dozens of people shooting at you, but in fact, gravity. Rosa is a role-play-based corporate dealing simulator that you've probably hardly heard of. You work for one of 3 companies, all seeking to increase their stock market value. How they do this is unknown. All you know is that the other companies have something you need, so you're going to have to negotiate. It's all very confusing at first, but don't worry. I'm here to make sure you'll be out on the streets killing Goldman in no time. Now, first things first. What company are we working for again? OXS? Monsoda? Goldman? Who cares? In the end, one of these 3 players is getting screwed over, and your job is to make sure it's not yours. At the start of the round, you'll press C, which will bring up your map and your objective. Here it says that OXS has a disk that you need. So pick up that phone and dial 3333 for OXS. When you call them, OXS is going to ask first how many stacks of money you have. Now, in some circumstances, you might want to keep an extra stack of money to yourself. But in this case, let's work with them and give them everything. Next, they're going to ask where you are going to meet up with them. Where you meet up is crucial. There are several things you want to take into account. 1. How far away is it? You want to pick a location that is convenient for both of you to make a hasty transaction. 2. How far away is it from the third team? In our position, we know 3 things for sure. That you have the money, that OXS has the disk, and that Goldman wants both. This means they will most likely kill you for the disk or the money, so make sure to choose a place out of the way. 3. Can you get out of there quickly? If things do go wrong, you're going to want to get the hell out of there fast. What that means is clear access to a road and not indoors. You want to be able to drive by and see clearly what the other team is doing, and, after the deal, to have a clear way out of the area. Before that, though, I think I should probably teach you the basics on how to avoid ending up like Princess Diana. Driving is a key component of Rosa, and you'll find out very quickly just how easy it is to flip your car. There are 2 ways to drive a car. You can use an automatic and just focus on steering, or you could be a real man and use manual. The premise is simple. You start in first gear, and as you move up in speed, you change to the next gear. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty much preschool stuff, okay? So I think you can manage that. You can manage that, right? Because if I see any goddamn player out there playing in automatic, I'm gonna kill you. Don't do it. Assuming on your way to the deal that you don't flip your vehicle or get shot up by Goldman, you should do your best to remember that OXS has no way of being 100% sure that you have the money. They'll be very nervous around you, so you'll want to try and calm them down. Keep in mind, usually the people who are going to screw you over are not going to have the disk. There's very little benefit to keeping the disk when you start off with it. When you first arrive, you should show your money to them and wait for them to show you the disk. Now, go ahead and trade items, and get out of there as fast as you can. So it seems that while you were doing the deal, Goldman decided to wait and ambush you. Well, it looks like this would be a good time to teach you how to shoot. In Rosa, your gun is based on physics and RNG. This means you need to pay attention to where your gun is actually pointing. See that crosshair? Fucking forget about it. Screw that thing, it's useless, alright? You want to watch the barrel of the gun and the tracers of your bullets. Now, admittedly, there are certain things the crosshair can be useful for, and that is spray patterns. You remember CSGO? Yeah, it's a bit like that, except a lot fucking worse. This is the one time the crosshair is actually useful, for you can use it to predict where your spray is gonna end up. In some rounds, you'll find yourself in a scenario where you are the one with the disc, and it is you who has to discern which team has the money. Now, it is of the utmost importance that you approach these deals with caution, as the team with the disc is the most vulnerable. Make sure you see the money before you get out of the car. When meeting up for a deal, drive by in a way that allows a quick escape, and yell at the other team to flash money. Watch and see if they show the money. Then you can trust them, but if they hesitate and don't show the money within a few seconds, drive out of there. This is a common courtesy for experienced players, but from time to time you may find those who do not understand this, where people with the money fail to properly present it, or other circumstances that prevent them from showing the money to you. In this case, you could be driving away from a clean deal. To try and prevent this, specify on the phone that you want to see the money out front. Well, now that I've taught you the basics, let's see you put it into action. It seems that this round you've got a dead drop to grab the disc, which is hidden away at the gas station.